I YouTube, I'm Matt, and I react to comedians or comedy sketches that I've never seen before. My lolometer down here in the corner is going to count every time that I laugh out loud during this video. This time around, I'm watching Stan Boardman. Now, I remember Stan being on the TV while I was growing up in the 70s and 80s, and I always loved him as such a warm personality and so funny. But I actually saw Stan, I think it was around 10 years ago, maybe 11 years ago, when I was DJing for somebody for their party. But as well as me DJing, they'd also hired a comedian, and it was Stan Boardman. And when Stan arrived, he came to me and he gave me a copy of his CD, the Germans bombed our Chippy. Germans bombed our Chippy! Which I had to play when his set was about to start. And he let me keep the CD afterwards as well, and I got a picture with him while I was there. So here's a stand-up routine from Stan Boardman. Let's see if it's any good.
Before I start, is there any Germans in? Come on. I was in Butlins last week and there was 20 of them. Butlins, yeah. I thought they liked camps. Do you get it? Come on, put your hands up to Germans. Put 2 hands up and then I'll recognise you. I got stopped by the police today. I'm doing like 100 miles an hour and they're coming behind me in the red lights, and he pulled me up. He said, "There, didn't you see the flashing lights behind you?" I said, "Did do." I said, "But my wife ran off with the policeman about 20 years ago and I thought you were bringing her back." And the funny buggers are, he said, "Let me have your name." I said, "What will I use then?" He said, "Who's a silly boy?" I said, "You're Stan the bloody rain." He said, "Come with me to the police station." He took me to the police station. Now, I'm not a burglar, right? And I'm not a mugger. I'm only a motorist, aren't I? Hey, and I go in there and there's all these photographs on the wall, fellas, they can't catch. And a Colorado beetle. You were looking for that when I was a kid. It's even got a robber's jersey on and they can't find it. There's all these photographs on the wall. £1,000 reward, proper criminals like that. I said, "Why didn't you keep them when you took the photograph?" Do you know, we should never have joined the common market, should we? With people who don't like us. Germans. French. Don't like the froggies. Do you any froggies in? Funny buggers them, aren't they, the froggies? We're sending all the sheep over to them and they're setting fire to them. They didn't even invite us to the barbecue. And what happened here in Iraq? We're the first ones to go, aren't we? Eh? The first ones to go, right there with the Yanks. What happened to the French? Sent 2 aeroplanes, he lost them on the way there. The Italians surrendered just in case. And the Irish, it was 150 degrees in the shade. And the Irish sent 2 icebreakers. And what happened to the Germans? They sent 5,000 towels to put on the beach. And the kids these days don't realise how lucky they are. Do they, mums and dads? No, they don't do they. They don't do they. They don't do they. My lad, he's 26, right? The lazy buggers, they won't leave home, will they? I came home the other day and he's sitting in front of the fire. You know the bar fire, Lecky fire? 4 bars on it. 4 foot long they are. And they're all going. He's sitting in front of the fire reading The Whiz. Like that. He said, "Move me legs, Dad, me feet are burning." He's a lazy bugger. He's that lazy, he married a pregnant woman. Home Alone. Hey. Kids don't realise it now. Home Alone, you leave your kids for 2 hours, the neighbours ring the police up, don't they? And you get locked up. Home Alone. And what have they got? Televisions, fridges, a tendio. When I was home alone, I was all alone. If the fire went out, I bloody froze to death, I did. They got abused, now kids get abused. You hit them, and the police arrest you. You just got to hit a kid on the head now, your own kid, and they arrest you. Hey, abuse. What was that when we were kids? Hey, my mum used to say, if you get up, you're late. Twat. Just go down the street and all the gang would be on the corner waiting for me just as I'm going to go, his body, get him, twat, twat, twat. I go in the prefect and say, you're late, twat, get him. I go into prayers like that and I'd be going like that, scratching myself, all my lumps on my head going like that. She said, stop moving, Bob, and I'm like, get up, twat, twat. Dinner time would come, wouldn't you, queuing for your dinner like that, and they're all pushing. The dinner lady goes, Boardman, stop moving, the ladle, twat, shut up. 4 o'clock I'd come home and the gang were on the corner, his soft body. Twat, 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 freaking twat. I get in the house, my mum said, where have you been? I said, I've been running away. Twat, freaking twat. Wait till your father comes home. My dad would come home. Been a naughty lad, haven't you? Twat, freaking twat, twat. 8 o'clock, get to bed. You've been a little naughty, twat, get upstairs. I'd be lying on the bed like GBH, you would. The kids don't realise how lucky they are. I came here, my missus made me some sandwiches. Some women can't cook, can they? I said, hey, love, I phoned up with them sandwiches, are terrible. I said, where'd you get them? I said, what was it? She said, crab paste. I said, where'd you get it from? She said, the chemist. She's going by me. She's going by me. I went home yesterday, there was a note on the table, on the back kitchen table, that says, come for a brain scan. Your dinner's in the airing cupboard. And you know what, in Liverpool, hey, my missus, she's selling, you wouldn't believe it. Times are going, like times are changing. She's selling drugs. My missus selling drugs. Caught her yesterday. We're just going out the house. I said, I'll see you tomorrow. And the phone rang. So I nipped back in and picked the phone up. And the fella's voice said, has the dope gone yet? Things are changing now, aren't they? Do you know all these new age people now? You go into your field and they put caravans up and they stay there and the fella from the door comes out and pays them. It's unbelievable, that, isn't it? In Liverpool, we give them flats. There was 2 of them up there on the bed, scuffy buggers, you know, smoking there. Wacky, no they do. They're all lying there, no clothes on. He's putting the records on. She said, is that Johnny Rotten? He said, oh, I've washed it twice. And he flicks. She's got nothing on, and he flicks it onto a Brillo pad, you know. And she starts to smoke, and he's going, good stuff, this, isn't it? Then it go, bursts into flame. And she runs round the bed, oh. He said, I'll go and get a bucket of water. She said, too late. And she dives out the window, right, on fire. 4 stories up, midnight. 2 scousers walking out the pub. Said to his mate, was that a comet? He said, no, it was a twatterlight, I think. Yeah. Me and the missus, we separated. We split the house in half. She got the inside, I got the outside. I remember coming home one day, she said, I've been to the doctors, and the doctor said, I've got to have sex 12 times a week. I said, put me down for 2. remember once I said, just to sort of make the marriage, you know, make the sex a little bit different, you know. I brought one of them books, you know, the Kama Sutra. Kama Sutra. And, you know, different positions, you know. And I said, yeah, have a go at that. Different positions, you know. It'll like my life and the sex life up. She said, what's this then? What's all this? I said, well, tonight we're going to, you know, change places, you know, different positions. She said, okay, you get behind the ironing board and I'll lie on the couch scratching me bollocks. I said, I didn't mean that. What it meant was, have a look in the book. She said, well, I'm not jumping off a wardrobe. And we haven't got a chandelier anyway. So I said, just pick one. She said, well, what's this one? The wheelbarrow. I said, well, what do you do? Go and have a wash, soap on the rope, you know, the new shower. Don't put a frock on, right? Get some of that Channel I got you for Christmas, right? Put all that. Come down, like, lie in front of the fire, right? And then I'll come in. I'll grab all your ankles. I'll grab all your ankles and, you know, and that's the wheelbarrow. She said, okay, if we've got to do one, we'll do that one. She said, on one condition. I said, what's that? She said, you don't push me past me mother's. And I know I'm thick. I mean, there's 65 kids in my class. 65 kids. By the time they called the register, it was playtime. We lay and put it on. And have you noticed, since we've joined the common markets, all the things we learnt at school, we don't do anymore. All your kids are learning meters. We didn't learn meters at school, did we? No. We broke into them. I mean, there's only 18 in the class, isn't it? Oh, dear me. How we taught ourselves, didn't we? Didn't have the computers, we had an exercise book. Remember the exercise books? You sit there for hours. 1, 6, 6, 2, 6 is a 12. 3, 6 is a 24. 4, 6 is a 4. Mine was ripped. Now all your kids are doing meters, and I'm still doing 3 feet make. That's why I'm stupid, you know. It took me 15 years to learn 3 feet make a yard. And when I left school, they said, we don't do them anymore. Waste of bloody time that was, wasn't it? 4 yards make a furlong. You never forget, do you? Four furlongs make a pole. 4 poles make a plank. 5 poles make a German. And what was a firkin? You never use a firkin, do you? Didn't even know what a firkin was. I thought it was something to do with coal. Remember your dad used to say, get the firkin coal in. I went for some potatoes the other day. I said to the girl behind the counter, give us £5 of potatoes. She said, the kilos now. I said, well, give us £5 a kilo. Soon we'll have to drink beer in kilowatts. And I'll tell you what will happen then, right? Kiloliters. No, one half of the world is doing... I mean, you know, your children, they're doing all that meter stuff. I mean, I went for a pair of shoes the other day. The biggest shoe shop in Liverpool. There's a girl behind the counter, right? One of them girls, you know, 17 low levels, one for swimming. It's like a... The biggest shoe shop in Liverpool. I went and she said, what you want? I said, a jam donut, you stupid cow. I want a pair of shoes. She said, what size are you? I said, 8, because I've been 8 for years. It wasn't years. I mean, when I was a kid, I was only 11. But... She said, all them old sizes. I felt bloody stupid, you know what I mean? All them old sizes are finished. I said, what am I now? She said, you're metric. I said, well, give us a pair of metrics. And she tutted. I bloody hate that tutting, don't you? I could have hit her on the head with a Clark foot gauge. I could have done. Twat, twat, twat. Twat, come here. Twat, twat, twat. She said, all them old sides are finished. I said, what am I now? She said, you're a 43. I'm freaking 43. That's a German foot, isn't it? I said, OK, clever clugs, give us a 43. I tried them on. I said, hey, love, these are too tight. She said, oh, you probably want an 8.5. No, it's gone mad. It's gone mad. They worry more about the dogs now. All these dogs that are biting kids, Rottweilers, hey? What they're going to do now? Tattoo them. I think they're tough enough, don't you? The stupid government, you know what they're going to do as well? To stop them being mad, they're going to cut the balls off them. Won't that make them more mad, eh? Hey, if you cut my balls off, I'll go around biting every bastard. Hey, and if you cut the balls off and then they bite you, you got nowhere to kick them, have you? Dafty's handy. Fellow in the pet shop. He said, have you got a rabbit? He said, yes, sir, he's got a lovely chinchilla. He said, nice long ears, all fluffy, lovely and white, just had a wash. And he's got pink eyes. He said, a little fluffy nose, little noise. He said, I don't care what it looks like. He said, it's for me snake. That was funny, that one. I like that one. I was walking through Wales, lad. I know you've been to Wales, but if you go through Wales, there's always a tin bath in the middle of a field. No, a cast iron bath. I don't know if you noticed that, you know. There's always a cast iron bath. And I'm walking across the fields like that, you know, and I walk along to the cast iron bath, and there's a big hole there. I'm dropping a pedal down one of the old slate mines, you know, or coal mines, whatever. And I like to hear, you know, the bottom, so that's deep, I never even heard it, you know, at the bottom. So, I got a bigger boulder, didn't I? Threw it down. Didn't even hear it at the bottom. So I got the cast iron bath. I dragged it all the thing. I went, well there. Yeah. And then I heard pitter patter, pitter patter, pitter patter, pitter patter. And I looked round, there's a goat coming at me, wasn't it? Big goat. So I just moved out the way just in time. I went, right down the hole it went. I thought, gee, that was close. So I'm walking past across the field like that, walking past, I thought, it's bloody close. And the farmer coming towards me, he said, hello. Oh, I said, I'm sorry, I was just walking across it. He said, it's all right. He said, you haven't seen a goat round here, have you? I said, no, I haven't. He said, it can't be far. He said, I tied it to an old cast iron bath. He said, do you get it? Quasimodo was getting married. His wife had the hump. She said, Quasi, you're a scruffy bugger. Get down to Burton's and get yourself a suit off the peg. So Quasi went to the Burton's. He said, have you got a suit to fit me? Well, if we have, someone's getting a sack. So his wife said, Quasi, after about where are the wedding photographs? After being married for about 3 months. He said, wedding, yeah. So he phones the photographer up. He says, Quasi, yeah. We're on the wedding photograph. He said, oh, they're ready, Quasi, but we can't shoot the album, he said. I haven't finished yet. She said, Quasi, I'm sick of you with that hump. Get the hump. Get down to Harley Street. Go and see the hump doctor. He said, have a look in the yellow pages. So umpadink, Umpty Dumpty, Umpta. Harley Street. So he goes down to Harley and he walks into the reception and the woman said to him, did you ring the bell? You take the bell. Haven't finished yet. So the doctor said, I don't know what you're here for. Come on, see, you want to get the ump off. He said, well, tell you what. He said, take your overcoat off. Right, take your blazer off. Take your jogging suit off. I said, take your pullover off. Take your shirts off. Take your pyjamas off. Take your vest. He said, Quasi, when was the last time you went to school? Quasi went, 18 years ago. He said, do you ever wonder what happened to your satchel? This captain was walking around his ship. You know where captains walk? A captain walking around his ship. He was looking for a jar of Vaseline with no sand. And he comes to the lifeboat, and there's a young lady lying in the lifeboat. You know, bit of class she was from Tottenham. She had one of them see-through nigglies on, you know. You could see her tattoos and string vests right through it. Captain said, what are you doing on my ship? She said, I'm a stowaway. He said, how long have you been on my ship? She said, 3 months. He said, 3 months? Who's been feeding you for 3 months and giving you water? She said, one of the crew. He said, and what have you been giving one of the crew in return? She said, I've been letting them do me. He said, well, he is doing you. We only go to Birkenhead with a ferry boat. You got it? Oh dear, that was a good one, that one. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, you've been a fantastic audience here. All I can say, this fella went into the butcher's shop with a gun, sawn off shotgun. He said to the butcher, get all the meat out the window and put it on the floor. He said, now get on. He went, dance. He said, right, now stand on, deliver. And that's what we've been doing tonight. Thank you. Good night, God bless. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Stan Boardman. I enjoyed that. A real blast from the past. That I find it funny how he's talking about all these changes in society that he sees all around him, about how the kids don't get smacked anymore and changing to metric and all these changes. But when you watch this 30 years later, so much of what he was saying in that video would now be deemed to be so un-PC. It really does show just how much society has changed even since then in the outlook and the views of people. But I really enjoyed it. I love Stan Boardman, and he was a genuinely lovely bloke when I met him as well. So if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like it, drop a comment below, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so, and I'll see you next time.